obviously aluminum wire. Watch this. All right, well, I'm back at it. Yeah, it's been another day. I got distracted yesterday and never got back onto doing this, but this is my last day off. And as soon as I get off this set, then I am headed down to see my son. So it's going to be another week before I get on this. So I need to get it done. At least get the circuit back on. So, and get exposed wires put away so they're not just hanging there. Anyway, I'm going to finish this circuit up and yeah, get it done. Here we go. All right, so I slowed this down because I was talking about last time about shoddy work. This is exactly what I'm talking about. So there's a couple of things. Look up here on the top. I'll zoom in for you here just so you can see right where that wire comes through. It's this one right here. This is the one I'm pulling out. This is the one I said that I was trying to get rid of. So obviously aluminum wire. Watch this. Something missing there? Right there. This is why I get so irritated with quote unquote professionals that come in to do a job. Here's another one over here. Clear over in the box, I can see. Sorry, my glove's in the way. Right there. Boom. Biggest day. And I will fix that, but that's for my dryer. So I don't know. There's a lot that's messed up with this. Anyway, if it was a favor job, they didn't do me a favor, that's for sure. But anyway, this is what takes me so long to remodel anything, is because I wind up cleaning up messes like this. But what should have happened in this case is another junction box been put up above and put all these wires into that junction box and wired legs from it down to here. And that's probably what I'll wind up doing eventually with whatever doesn't fit. So, and that way I don't have stuff like this where the insulation's pulled off halfway beyond. And yeah, don't have stuff like this where, yeah, it's just unacceptable if you ask me.
Thanks, but nobody asked you.
But nobody's asking, I know, but it's not good. So, anyway, moving on.
Moving on.
I'll put it back on high speed here and we will move forward. All right, well, that wraps up the junction bar, the breaker box. Yeah, I've got quite a bit of other stuff to do, so. It's just a big spider web. Yeah, who knows what they were thinking. Or what they were drinking. Anyway, I'm gonna move into the house. But anyway, we'll get as far as I can, and we'll get it to where there's no wires hanging. So, moving inside. Hey, I'm back again. Yeah, still working on electrical. It's been a week. Went and visited my son and did some other traveling and worked. So, yeah, got today pretty much, maybe tomorrow afternoon, and then I'm back to work for a week. But anyway, so I'll yeah, throw it in high speed and yeah, we'll go from there. All right, well, I got those done. So now I'm just gonna do a double check to make sure that everything looks good. But for right now, I'm gonna go turn on a circuit. We're gonna see if this thing works. It's been a long time coming. Let's go flip a breaker. And there we are, number 8 going on. Well, so far so good. It didn't pop right back off. Let's go back in and see what works and what doesn't. Ooh, I might see a little bit of light. Let's see. Got a switch right here. Can't tell if there's any difference. Don't think so. So that means that I'll probably have to rewire some 3-way stuff, which is always a pain, but this one, there we go. We do have light on that one. I just have it dimmed down. So that works. Let's get my tester out and we'll test these. Oh, there we go. Hey, look at there. That's correct. So, two orange lights is right. It says yellow on there, but down at the bottom it says it's correct. See, 2 lights. That one, okay, it has power. Nice. This switch here, which runs these lights, and we have light, and they're dimmable. Look at that nice thing right there. That's right. And this is the other side of that 3-way switch. Let's see if it comes on. Oh, wrong switch. And it's the light that's clear over there. Look at there, it comes on. So now I'm going to shut all these other lights off and see if that 3-way switch works correctly. All right. Hey, look at that. And nope. So I will have to pull this switch back apart and rewire it to where it's supposed to be. So I know the light is correct, and so is the other switch, because I just redid those. So that means that there's something going on with this switch down here. That makes me happy. Anyway, yeah, that's it for this one. Sorry, I'm shaking. I'm a little dehydrated. I think I need to drink something, need to eat something. But anyway, yeah, thanks for watching, and that's it for this one. We'll start a new phase on the next video and go from there. It might even be today, but we'll just start a new phase. All right. Thank you so much for watching. Enjoy.